Hello everyone, hope everybody's having a great weekend. This week was a life-changing, guys. Monday, OCTO, that was a 5,400% ripper. Then Tuesday, the next one, CWD both 2,000 plus percent rippers. Wednesday, WLDS, I mentioned that stock, that was like 1,000% ripper. Thursday, Friday, multiple back-to-back 100%, 200% rippers, guys. If you're not part of the team, I highly recommend you join the team. Like, I don't think there's a single small cap YouTuber. If you know, let me know in the comments that is this many bangers, this accurate, this much. That's just very good community. I honestly don't think there is, because I've been in stocks like 7 years, and I've seen so many YouTubers, and it's just insane. This community, very nice, as well as just the bangers, guys. So we're just having fun every day. And this week I'm just gonna bust my I'm just gonna work very hard to find more runners, guys, and let's bank, guys. So today I'm gonna be going over a couple stocks as usual that you guys should be keeping an eye on. For the video, it's more of swing trade ideas, right? Or day trade, because most of the time when I post trade ideas in stock towards Twitter or YouTube live stream is mainly day trade momentum. But when it comes to YouTube, these are mostly swing trade ideas because I research a lot of these companies and they have potential, right, for continuation. If you watch my previous videos, you could check, there's proof is there where most of the stocks I mentioned, probably like more than half of them, they end up going up after I make the video, right? You could check the previous videos. So many stocks, like for example, Neo, I talked about Neo, IXHL, I talked about TMC, I talked about, it's just so many stocks, guys. And TMC and all these other stocks I will be going over like open further in the video. So if you want, you could check out my other older videos, right, if you're new to the channel. So first stock for the video, WLDS. This one actually is forming a very interesting setup because this looks, to me, it looks like a short trap, right? Because if you're a short seller, right, and then the stock starts ripping 100%, 200%, what are you gonna do? This stock usually likes to fade. This stock has a history of not the best price action, and the news that came out wasn't even like crazy news, right? It was just more on the lighter side. So if you're short all the way from that after-hour session at 250, this stock just ends up ripping face the next day to 1087, and then it pulls back and then forms a multi-day setup. It makes new highs to 1165, and I believe the stock even had an offering. I didn't the stock have like an offering, and then it's still holding up. So if you're a bear, I highly recommend be careful, because this is what float stock is this? I believe it's like a 900k float. Yeah, it's a very small float. On top of that, the stock has, if you see the screen right now, I posted some bullet points where fundamentally wise they're trying to develop non-invasive neural input interfaces, touchless gesture control using finger moves, which could have big applications actually if you look up where this applied, right? The AR VR is really hot right now, the sector, as well as drones, as well as smartwatches. So yeah, WLDS definitely adders to watch this, guys. The key level 10 plus, it has the whole 10, 11, and there's multiple tops right now, multiple wick levels. It has to clear out that wicks over what, $11. So yeah, 11 plus, it all goes over the wick and candle close. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking at the stock this week. Next stock we have to talk about, guys, this is FAAS. This stock is launching a Bitcoin treasury reserve strategy. If you've been trading the past couple weeks, what have you been noticing, right? These Bitcoin treasury crypto, these stocks are ripping face thousands of percent, hundreds of percent. This stock, look at the daily chart, is forming a very good pullback area right next to that psychological level, that 20-cent level. If you watch my previous videos, I'm gonna say it again because I had a lot of people just join my YouTube channel recently. So when it comes to trading, when it comes to stocks, there's very important psychological levels, and these are for micro pennies. Every 5-cent interval, every 10-cent interval, for example, 10 cent, 20 cent, 25 cent, and then once it gets more expensive, right, 25 cent, 50 cent, 75 cent, a dollar, and then once it breaks a dollar, the whole dollar levels, right? Especially $5 is very big. So this stock is entering that key 20-cent level, and look at this daily chart range as well. This stock also has expansion of partnerships in branches when it comes to banking and financial inclusion initiatives with companies like MOS Utility. So this stock, I highly recommend you watch the stock in the coming week, right? Next stock we have to talk about, guys, GNS, Genius Group. I started talking about this stock, my very first video on this. This was like around 49 cents, 50 cents. You could check my videos, right? And then it just ends up ripping face multiple days to almost $2. And then I mentioned in the videos, the coming videos, I said that the stock was gonna stop out a lot of bulls. It's just gonna keep selling off. And then that's exactly what happened. And then I said that this stock should focus more on AI education instead of just pushing out Bitcoin news. This was the time when Bitcoin news wasn't really hot. This was like a few months ago. Right now it's hot, but at the time the news was just selling off, right? So I recommended, I said that this company should focus on AI education, and then literally like I think 2 days later, the CEO renounced PR about that, right? And then the previous video I just made I talked about how this stock is gonna close over $1. You could check, and then it literally closed over $1 because I was noticing the volume spike. It was like kind of like an algo type of the volume acceleration is just increasing, right? The volume is really good on this stock, and then that's why I said that it was around 88 cents. I said that's gonna probably close over $1, and then looking at it right now, it's like $1. What is it? $1.09. So this stock again, this made a 20% move, really nice. And when you're talking about the stock, I talked about how this stock could be similar to Open, right? Which again, I don't want to keep sound like bragging, but Open again from $1 to like 10 plus. This stock actually was really interesting. The options contracts, I know I had a couple people messaging me talking about this, but look at the $22 70 cent per option contract. This was a massive form of supernova, guys. This stock, I believe, ran from $1 to $80. It was like octo, I think, confirmed. I hope you guys check out the daily chart app. I'm pretty sure the stock ran like crazy. So the stock personality as well, you have to keep an eye. And again, this also has a crypto angle as well, right? Treasury angle, similar to octo. That stock just ended up ripping face like 5,000%, 5,400%. The stock beat down crazy daily chart. Next stock will be LIDR. This stock you have to watch, guys. This stock has a strategic partnership to deliver next-gen autonomy and transportation safety solution. So if you look at the stock, actually, this was a former big runner, low floater as well, right? LIDR doesn't have high float. This stock has 30 something million float. I thought it was lower, honestly. I thought it was like 10 million float, but still, that's not a high float. So this stock has been forming a multi-day type of look. If you go to the daily chart, it's respecting that key level, the key base. And I really want to see this stock over 250 for continuation, because right now it's over that level, right? So add this to watch list. Next stock we have to talk about IXHL. This stock I talked about many times as well. This stock has in my opinion, right, when you're talking about the sector, cannabinoid, psychedelic-based therapy, this is something I've been saying for I think like a year, where I think this sector has a lot of potential, guys. You know, the psychedelic, and there's many stocks that are in this sector. If you're talking about small caps, and this stock actually, they're talking about therapy for sleep apnea, anxiety angle, right? And I actually found out the stock been engaging with the FDA, so there's further catalyst potential as well. If you look at the pipeline as well, this stock is advancing towards that further phase study, right? The phase 3. And this stock, technical wise, is also looking really good. I mean, I talked about this stock again, many videos. Check out my other videos, guys. And then the very next day, the company released news. They said like a 20 buyback, right? It's like 20 million. It's just really good 4-hour chart as well, starting to form that base. So next stock we have to talk about, guys, is COSM. This stock has been working on expanding its branded pharmaceutical in markets like the UK, UAE, and broader GCC region. So this stock actually is in the Ethereum fund August. This was just a month ago, guys. I don't think a lot of people know about this stock. This stock is more low-key, and this stock is expanding presence in the $7 billion GCC nutraceuticals market. So COSM is a potential technical setup as well if you look at the chart. and this caught my radar. This was hitting my scanners all day the previous day. Next stock, APM. This one is very interesting, guys. This stock is focusing on novel therapeutic and diagnostic in oncology, metabolic disease, infection, neurological disorder. So APM, this one again, I believe is a low floater. Let me just double check. This stock, yeah, it's like a 15 million float or a 10 million float. So this stock, what's interesting about this is that I've been researching is possible merger angle. And what do you notice about merger angle? What's that stock that ripped crazy? I mentioned many times in my videos, which was AST. If you guys remember ASST, I started making videos about that. I think it was like $4, and then this rip and face like $20 merger angle. So APM, this one also has is trying to reshape the business, right? That in terms of the angle, the discussions. So APM, I'm definitely gonna watch this stock, guys. The next stock we have to talk about Open stock again. This stock I've been mentioning since like 90 cents, $1, and just ripping face historical movement. Congratulations to every single person that's watching this video that's bullish on Open or has any Open, right? This stock is just changing people's lives. I'm really glad at the people that's really, bullish on this on Twitter, right? So this stock actually broke that $10 level. I said in the past, and this actually was the company's largest single day gain in history ever. This stock, the former COO of Shopify, was appointed as CEO. That's really important because if you look at the angle, I think they're really going to pivot. They're really going to cause this company to accelerate the growth even further. And Eric will return to the board as well. So actually, if you didn't know that, this stock will, as well as Rabos, along with Khosla Ventures, agreed to invest $40 million into Open Door through securities purchase agreement. What do you guys notice about this daily chart? What's this daily chart pattern? This is an inside bar, guys. Inside bar is one of my top 10 strategies in trading. I have a lot of strategies. I think I have like 20 plus, maybe like 50 strategies in trading. I'm giving it to you guys for free, guys. So I ask you guys to please like the video and comment because I'm seriously just trying to help people every day, guys. I'm sharing everything, I know. So this stock, I want to see 10 plus hold on Monday. And let's see this week continuation, right? Possible. Next stock. So next stock is BTAI, guys. This stock, former super runner. Look at this levels it's going to those moving averages and is entering into those very interesting levels that you have to keep an eye on, guys. BTAI has fundamental catalyst. This stock at fast track designation granted by FDA, as well as this company actually reported positive top line exploratory efficacy data. So when you're talking about this stock, actually it has actual real use potential because the fresh data actually shows anti-stress potential beyond the current use. So if you're holding BTAI, and if you have any more information, write down in the comments, guys. I'm doing more research on this stock because a lot of people are just hitting me up talking about they're being really bullish on this stock. And this is one I mentioned in the past, and it's made a really big move up. This stock ran multi-day in the past, and it's entering into those very interesting levels. So I'm looking at the 200 EMA as well. If you go to the daily chart, this stock could actually bounce from these levels, right? I'm also looking at other potential fundamental catalysts as well. But this stock actually had multiple rejections off of that 7+ level. So keep that in mind as well. What's your average on BTI? If you have this stock, I'm just curious, genuinely, right? So last stock for the video, guys, you have to watch. Keep an eye on this one. GXAI. This one is very interesting because this was a former super runner, right? And if you go to the daily chart, it's starting to look like a multi-day potential angle. The reason I'm mentioning a lot of multi-day setup is because it's been really hot the past couple weeks, right? Remember ISPC, I mentioned that stock was a multi-day angle and just in their ripping face, like very big, the previous trading day yesterday, right? So GXAI, this stock, if you look at the screen, there's also multiple fundamental angle as well. So I'm going to be watching those key levels that I want to see a break over 175 level, psychological pivot, as well as hold those levels and that form type of cup and cup and handle type of pattern, right? Because the stock is starting to pull back from that big high, and then it's just starting to consolidate and then round out for that previous support levels, right? So if you made it to the end of the video, guys, I really appreciate it. If you like the video and comment, I'm just trying to grow the community. Because right, I said earlier in the video, right, I'm literally sharing what I know, that I've been trading a long time for free, guys, in the YouTube videos. So hope people are enjoying their weekend. I'm excited for the upcoming week, guys. If you're excited, let me know as well, because this past week is seriously life-changing, guys. Multiple 1000% ripper rampers, and this week I'm almost positive there's gonna be a lot of supernovas, guys. So if you're not part of the team, I recommend you join right now and just take advantage, guys. This market's crazy. Supernova season's coming as well. So the Santa rally, the coming small caps, and then once it gets cold, it's like ripping. It's like very crazy, guys. So have a great night, guys, and good night.